What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Fireside Giants. I'm your host, Anthony Rivardo, joined by my co-host, Alex Wilson, here to give you guys an injury update once again, but this one's positive. Obviously, if you guys checked in with us earlier today when we gave you the injury update on Tyrone Tracy Jr., it was pretty doom and gloom. It didn't look so good, but we just got the injury update from Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo, and it's a positive one, a low ankle sprain. Talk about dodging a bullet. When he went down with this injury, there was speculation that it was a broken leg, a torn Achilles, maybe a severe ankle sprain. The idea was here that Tyrone Tracy Jr. was done for the year, and now I guess the sense is that he's probably back in a few weeks. So I don't know how that happened. He dodged a bullet. We're super happy about it, super excited, and we just wanted to get on here and kind of react to that and give you our thoughts on Tyrone Tracy Jr. again, dodging the injury bullet and being primed for a big rookie season in the New York Giants backfield. So we're going to go ahead and break it down, but before we do, make sure to leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, ring the bell so don't miss an episode, and comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. And if you're listening to Apple or Spotify, please make sure to leave us a 5-star review. Go ahead and follow us on all of our social media channels at Fireside Giants. Without further ado, Alex, how are you feeling, man? I know that Tyrone Tracy Jr. is your guy. When the Giants drafted him, that was a pick that you immediately singled out. You said, I really like this selection. I see a lot of potential in this kid. I know you were excited about him. I know you were heartbroken this morning when it seemed like he was gone for the year, but already he's back. He'll be back on the field soon enough. So what's your reaction to Tyrone Tracy Jr. and his low ankle sprain?
The gods have spared us, my friend. My God. I mean, they couldn't have made this more dramatic if they possibly tried. Taking this guy to the hospital special surgeries for a low ankle sprain. I mean, for God's sakes, I thought that he was shot in the foot when it happened. I mean, they're talking about him going down in a heap, putting an air cast on, being carted off. I'm like, yo, he's cooked. He's done. He's done for the season. At least half the season. And low ankle sprain, guys, talk about best case scenario. That's better than what we thought was the best case scenario. We were hoping for a broken bone. We were hoping for a high ankle sprain at the very least. But we end up with a low ankle sprain. I mean, if you guys have ever had an ankle sprain, I've had multiple high ones. They can last 2 months at least, and it takes a long time to rebound. You really don't get rid of it until a year after. Even when you're running on it, you can still feel it for a long time. Low ankle sprain, he should be fine in like a month. He should be, they're calling it week to week. I mean, guys, talk about dodging a bullet. This couldn't have been more of dodging a bullet if we freaking tried. This kid has a lot of potential. You guys know 4.44 yards after contact on average with Purdue, 718 yards, 8 touchdowns last year, transition receiver to running back, showed some awesome potential in that first preseason game, guys. 4.66 yards after contact. That's the Tyrone Tracy that we drafted. That's the player that we're getting this year, and thank God he's healthy, or at least hopefully this looks like a very minor injury, and the diagnosis is very positive. So, you know, I'm over the moon. Now you look at this running back room. We were talking about potential solutions earlier about who could replace him. Now you don't have to think about that. Now you just kind of roll with what you got. You just survive until he comes back. And listen, this is a situation, guys. I know as Giants fans, we're very used to hearing this type of stuff. Guy goes down, air cast, guys limping off the field, and they're done for the year. Like, that's the type of luck that we've had in recent years. And, you know, early on this offseason, Jermaine Illuminor gets elbowed and he's on the floor, like, rolling around, dying. Next day, he's back in the lineup. We're like, okay, like, all right, let's knock on wood here. We're getting a little bit of good luck. You know, not going to say anything more than that. It is very unique that we find ourselves in a spot where we're not very depressed all the time because of injury. So this one was a big dodge. We really walk away happy with this. Low ankle sprain is the best possible outcome that we could have hoped for. Anthony, I mean, I imagine at this point we're talking about him maybe missing one regular season game at most. He might be ready for the opener at this point due to that. He was back in meetings. He was back walking around the facility within a couple hours of the injury. That is very good. I mean, yes, it's going to be swollen. It's going to hurt like a bitch for the next couple of days. Excuse my language. You know, it's not going to be comfortable, but he's not going to last that long. He'll be back in practice. He'll be back working his way back in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And that's all you can hope for. I think they may hold him out for the week 1 against the Vikings. Obviously, if you heard the earlier episode, JJ McCarthy He has a meniscus injury. He won't be playing. It's Sam Darnold's show. Sam Darnold's not very good at quarterback. The Giants defense can put him under pressure. They can force him to make mistakes. I do like our odds in that one. So if there ever was a chance for, Tyrone to get some rest and not have to rush it, that's the opponent you really want in week 1. So I do think that right now, very, very fortunate that he's healthy, or will be hopefully. Anthony, how are you feeling after this? Obviously, Eric Gray is still in the equation here. He's going to be getting a lot of those WR2, if not splitting those RB1 reps with Singletary. This is a big opportunity for Gray. Prove his worth. Prove that he can be that guy. He could steal some reps away from Tracy as he gets healthy here. This is an opportunity for him to kind of run away with that RB2 job in the interim.
Yeah, I thought that Eric Gray going into the preseason was a roster bubble guy. I thought just after preseason week 1, he solidified his spot on the roster. I think he showed there was enough talent and potential there that you don't cut that kid this offseason, right? Going into his second season, 98 total yards from scrimmage in the first preseason game, a 48-yard touchdown run that was completely explosive. So I think the outlook is very positive for Eric Gray, and I think he will get more reps now because, Tyrone Tracy Jr. is going to be out of practice, but it is just a major sigh of relief moment here for the New York Giants, because not only do they get to plan ahead with Eric Gray in mind and on the roster, but they also get to plan ahead with the idea that Tyrone Tracy will be back this season, and that's huge because, again, seems like earlier today we were going to move ahead without him and have to go ahead and sign some bum out of the free agency. We don't want that. We want Tyrone Tracy Jr. and his tackle breaking ability and his dynamic yards after the catch, all of that great stuff that he brings to the football field. Young rookie that I'm super excited by. So very happy to get this news. Had to give you guys the quick update on it. And yeah, it's going to have an effect on the rest of the backfield. We've had a lot of conversations about Tyrone Tracy, how excited we are for him, how we think that he could end up being potentially a starter by season's end. Maybe he takes over Devin Singletary's job. Maybe he doesn't, but we'll have to see how it goes. And I will say, though, Alex, it's a little bit unfortunate. We got that glimpse of Tyrone Tracy in the first preseason game. He is going to be missing out on pretty crucial reps here in the preseason. I think for young rookie running backs in particular, getting a feel for what the trenches are like at the NFL level, getting a feel for how quickly the game moves, how quickly those holes close up, and what the tackling is like, and how to bounce off of that. It's different from college to the NFL, and so I do think that these are valuable reps Tracy is going to be missing out on that could cause him to kind of move a little bit slowly and not progress as rapidly as we had hoped in the regular season when he does take the field. But overall, the fact that he will be taking the field is the positive takeaway here. So can't complain, have to be happy about this. Giants once again dodged a bullet. One of the things you said there, Alex, they've had a lot of injury scares. They haven't had a big blow just yet. They dodged the Jermaine Illuminor bullet. They dodged the Malik Neighbors bullet. He's just got a mild ankle sprain. John Runyon Jr. yesterday had some sort of shoulder injury. They said that's short term. John Michael Schmitz's injury was short term. And now with Tyrone Tracy Jr., short term injury. So I don't know what the takeaway is from that. Maybe the Giants are just on a lucky streak. Maybe they've done something different in the training room this year. Maybe it's something that they've done differently to the practice environment and the practice schedule. I don't know what it is, but I hope that this trend continues and that the Giants don't suffer any major losses. The number one goal of the summer for every NFL team, come away from it healthy. Don't have major injuries. The Giants getting really lucky so far, and hopefully that continues to be the case. Very happy to get this news and to update you guys on Tyrone Tracy Jr. But Alex, any closing thoughts before we wrap up here on such a positive note today?
I mean, look, like I said earlier, this is a rarity. We don't often get to come back and talk to you guys after a major injury scare and it be good news. It's always, who's up next? What do we have to pick up off the damn street right now? What homeless person on the corner is playing freaking line, whatever position, offensive guard for us this week? It's tough. Like this is what we've been used to. This is different. This is a different feeling of getting lucky. The Giants don't get lucky, at least over the last couple of seasons. So it feels good for once. Let's not think this is an every time, sort of thing. Obviously, injuries do happen in football, and it will be a long season with plenty of them. But this is one of those scenarios that we can say, all right, let's enjoy this moment for a second. Let's enjoy just getting a little lucky once, because we've been so unlucky for many years, and we've felt the pain, the compounding effects of bad luck and pessimism and this and that. Let's be happy and optimistic. So obviously you're getting that from me right now. Happy to be happy. It's been a minute. I'm definitely, this is one of my dogs. This is one of my guys. I love Tyrone Tracy. I think he's going to be a key component for this team for a very long time. I'm really happy to hear that he's going to be okay for the rest of the season.
Me too, man. I have a lot of hope in this kid. I think he's going to be a lot of fun to watch this season, and man, am I happy that we're going to be watching him this season. So, really great, positive, sigh of relief moment here for us Giants fans. We had to get you guys with the update, and of course, tomorrow, if we get further updates or anything significant happens at practice, we're of course going to update you on all of that right here on Fireside Giants. So, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Ring the bell so you don't miss an episode, and comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please make sure you leave us a 5-star review. Go ahead and follow us on all of our social media channels at Fireside Giants. But without further ado, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one, and let's go Giants.
Perfect.